Today on Girl Chat, J&B's elevator photo op.
Aw, snap.
Plus, why are Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes keeping their relationship a secret?
Don't say I didn't tell you.
Then, Guillermo Diaz is here.
I love the show.
Plus, higher or lower?
We're taking your bets. Who's ready to ante up?
The Real is live.
This is our
this front row, leather jacket all studded out. Looking good.
Don't forget to head to The Real's Instagram page today to use the hashtag GirlChatLive to join in on the conversation.
Yes,
First of all, we want to welcome back Tamara Maury Housley. We missed you too.
I'm so happy to be back.
And
I love me some Girl Chat.
Yes.
Exactly. So we're going to get right into it because, Tamara, speaking of being back at the table, this past Monday, we had Ray J guest co-host the show as our MCM. And during the show, Ray J campaigned hard to be the new permanent fifth member of Girl Chat. In fact, yesterday, Ray J posted this picture to Instagram saying, quote, "Looks like I got a new job. Stay tuned. Hashtag The Real with Ray J."
Dang. Just throwing it out there like that. Like, just, he sure did.
I mean, people are going crazy, too, because they're like, for real?
Me too.
Ray J.
He knows how to make some buzz happen, though. I will say that. Yes. Did you guys all get hit up on your tags and everything?
Yes.
I got, like, stuff from, like, the Jasmine brand.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, oh, I guess Ray J's the new host. I was like, wait, what?
Yo, Ray J.
I didn't know.
I checked with the executives and the producers, and there's no talk of hiring you, Ray J.
Oh, no, yeah.
We love it.
But let's be honest. When he was here, he was so funny, you guys. He literally kept saying, we'd come back and he'd be like, The Real with Ray J. The Real with Ray J.
Yes, it was so it actually compliments. It's complimenting to see a guy really vie for the job here.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. That's awesome.
And maybe this is his sweet way of saying he really misses us.
Yes.
Right?
No, Ray J really want a job. I don't care what
He's putting it out there.
It
I
sounds
think
like
he's doing so well, but the fun thing is he loves being in front of the camera, and you
Yeah.
can see that he loved being here, and that's awesome, and that's a compliment to us, for sure.
It is.
For sure.
Definitely. The Real with Ray J
He had
sounds
a lot
like
of fun.
a late night show to me.
Yes.
I'm not mad at that.
Late night,
Right?
you know.
Ray J, though, send those scooters over, baby. I want a scooter for sure. Don't forget for
Raycon
Christmas.
is awesome.
Yes.
We love you, Ray J. We may have you for next year for Man Crush Monday, okay?
Yes.
We love
Yes.
you, though.
Wait.
Love it.
All right, well,
So
from
true.
a couple who's posing for the paparazzi to another who's trying to dodge them. For years, you guys, there has been speculation that Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx are a couple.
Yes.
I want to know so much
I
about
know,
this.
but despite neither person ever confirming this news. And yesterday, the rumor mill started up again after Katie showed up to support Jamie at a store opening event in New York City. The two actors hadn't been seen in public together since Labor Day weekend in September and didn't show up together to the event last night either. But many sources say that the reason they're keeping their relationship private is due to the intense criticism and scrutiny that comes with a celebrity couple going public. So ladies, do you feel like celebrity couples owe the public insight into their relationship?
Wow.
I say no, they
I
don't
agree.
owe it to anybody.
110%.
But this has got to be exhausting. you arrive to the event, we got a plan, and you're gonna go first, and I'm gonna go, because we can't be seen together.
Yeah.
I would just personally be exhausted, and I'd be like, at some point, live your life for you. Forget if we like it, if we don't like it.
That is true.
Yes, like, just do it for you.
But
the people are talking anyway. We're discussing it
I
here
know, but
anyway.
Adrian, you have to remember what Katie Holmes went through.
Yeah.
She was married to Tom Cruise.
Biggest profile you can think
And they were talked about like every single day. And then her daughter Siri, you know, she wants to protect her daughter. When you become a mama, you become like that mama bear. And people were saying at one point Siri wasn't, you know, Tom Cruise's. And usually she's a very, very private person. And I remember at one point she came out and was like, okay, you can talk about me, you can talk about my marriage, but you cannot talk about my child.
I hear that.
So maybe she's just a little timid and she doesn't want to open those floodgates, because the moment she says we're together, you know there's going to be opinions, whether they are good and bad.
Not only that, we've never seen Jamie Foxx with a woman. Okay?
Like,
whenever he's on the red carpet, he's with his daughters.
Yep.
Or he's by himself. You've never seen him with a date. You never, you know, so I think he just wants to just keep his stuff private.
Yes.
That's just him. And I respect that. It's like with me. People like, well, they don't know what I am. They don't know if I'm gay, if I'm straight, if I'm whatever. I'm not gay, by the way. I love me some men, but I keep it to myself.
But I feel like you're also the type, if you were, you'd say that
You
too.
know? Yeah. I mean, if I was, I'd be like, yeah, I like that too. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like some people just want to keep their private life private, and we should respect that.
Yeah.
And I respect Jamie for not flaunting a bunch of people around. We don't know why, you know, but he likes to keep it to himself. And I think what kind of scared Katie was when when Tom Cruise went on Oprah and jumped on that couch. It was like, what? You know, he tore up Oprah's couch. So I think ever since then, that was a shock to Katie. She's like,
traumatized by the toe up couch.
Exactly. You
I
know?
know what you guys are saying about keeping it on the DL, but I also think it depends on the person's personality.
Yeah.
Like, how I am on TV is very much how I am in person, except I'm a little bit more introverted. Like, in person, I don't need to be a center of attention. I actually hate birthday parties. Don't throw me any surprise parties. I don't like to be the center of attention. But when I came out here season 1, and before that, I was married. And I opened that up, and that's something that was a part of my life. If I had a baby, if I was married, those are things I celebrate with the audience. Now, let's be honest, things have changed. Do I feel that I owe you guys an excuse or an explanation as to what happened? Yes, I do. Because I opened up my life, shared it with you. You guys celebrated us, you supported us, you laughed with me, you cried with me. So I gotta say something, because I don't ever wanna feel like this is fake.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna put myself out here, I got a responsibility to keep it real. That's me.
Got it. And you are on the real. You chose that.
Right.
You chose that. But Katie Holmes, I mean,
but on
other
the real,
people.
on a personal level, on the real, you also have the right to choose your boundaries.
Yes.
So I want you to know you owe an explanation as far as you feel you owe an explanation. No one else can determine what that is for you.
Amen.
That's actually you said, this is what I feel I should share. Because guess what? As much as you share on the show, as much as you shared on the show about your marriage, there are things that none of us will ever, there are things we, as close friends to you, will never know. No one knows what goes on between a marriage and a relationship except for two people in the point blank.
Very true.
They'll never know all of it.
That's why I keep my business, because y'all don't want to know what I do. It's not safe for daytime TV. It's not safe.
You sound like Cardi. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe.
And I will say, there is that push and pull when you are a part of the public's eye.
Right.
I mean, honestly, now looking back, sometimes I wish I would have been just a little bit more private with Adam and I's relationship.
When y'all was talking about you was on top of it, y'all did it in the car?
No, oh my God!
When you talked about the closet is her place that she goes and hides.
Yeah, the closet.
Yes, because I know, because you guys, Adam, people at his job watch the show. So when he walks in to his job, they're like, "Oh my gosh, do you still have that Porsche? Because you and Tamara, oh my gosh, you guys are having fun." And Adam's like, "Oh my gosh, how did you know about that?" They were like, "We watched the real. Tamara, she says it all." And I'm like, "Oh,
that's funny." But here's the thing.
I can't help myself.
Yeah,
but I have learned to set some
some
boundaries.
I hear what you guys are saying, but
Lonnie.
It's hard for me to decide what are boundaries, because I grew up in a culture that is very recluse and very, they keep things to themselves. Asian people do not go out there and tell you your story. Girl, let me tell you what I'm feeling about today.
Right.
And when they have problems, they keep it to themselves. When they're guilty about things, they keep it to themselves. To me, after growing up in that, I don't like that. When I have a feeling about something, I need to get it out there because it frees me. And if it is a little TMI for you, well, then you just got to learn to love me through it, because I got to keep it real.
I love that. I love that.
Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, who I love, is used to writing about wizarding magic. However, she recently helped one girl share her story about the real magic of the holiday season. So Rowling reposted a girl named Haley Webster's story on Twitter, in which Haley described the best Christmas gift she's ever received. Haley said she was gifted a piece of an old piano sheet movie from her favorite film. And Haley said that the thoughtful, kind gesture taught her that Christmas is really about giving people kindness, love, and attention. So, babes, I want to know, what was the best gift you've ever received during the holidays?
Wow.
Go for it.
Who wants to go first?
Somebody go. Okay, I would say one of my favorites that I cherished the most was for Christmas, last Christmas, my first Christmas being married, my husband got me a Bible and actually got my new name engraved in it. So it was a Bible, like a woman's Bible that said Agent Eliza Houghton engraved in it. And it's on my bedside, and I absolutely loved that. But I also think sometimes the best gifts that we get, I have a cousin named Diane. Diane, I love you, who's in LES right now. And I think it's so dope when people think of you, and sometimes even when they don't have, they somehow always find a way to get you something. She gets me the best Christmas gifts that are so freaking thoughtful, and I just love her so much for that. So, Diane, you are the best gift giver ever.
I love it.
Love you, cousin Diane.
When I was in college, I think, because I was thinking about this really hard and long, before CDs, before iTunes, we had cassette tapes.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And I had a boyfriend for Christmas. We didn't have a lot of money. And he made me a mixtape off of the cassette tape. And I'm telling y'all, it takes work. Kids, Google cassette tapes. Because you used to have a boom box.
Man.
And you had to have two. And you have to, like, do work,
Record.
you know,
Yep.
record.
And you have to
stop.
stay real quiet, because if you coughed or made noise, that's it.
Exactly. And when he gave it to me, he said, these songs on this cassette represent how I feel about you.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
That was it. It was all it was love songs, it was Motown songs, because I'm from Detroit. And I'll never forget that was a gift, because it didn't cost a lot of money, but it took its time.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that. That was a really thoughtful gift.
Love it.
I love that. That's dope.
Okay, so when I was younger, my family, we were happy-go-lucky. Everything was great. And then when I turned about 16, some things happened, and our family went through a funk, right? So I took off. I ran away from home when I was 16, and I just kind of raised myself and started to chase my career, hence why I think I'm here where I'm at now. But I have two brothers, one really younger one who was too young to remember things, and then one middle one who had to grow in a broken home, and I feel I kind of left him out, you know? And he then had to spend some time away from the family, and it broke us. And he didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was, but he just saw that I abandoned and left. So when I had the guts to, I just thought, what if I just wrote him a letter and I don't know how he feels about me, he doesn't like me, I'm not sure, but let me just reintroduce myself, you know? So I wrote him a letter, and it was just very much like, hey, my name's Jeannie, how are you doing? I wanted to tell you about myself. And we just began the most amazing exchange of letters over the course of years.
I love that.
And so my brother, for Christmas, the younger one, who probably felt left out, wanted some attention, he took those letters, and for Christmas, you guys, he framed it. And to me, I have this over my bed. And it reminds me, they always say you don't have a chance to make a second introduction of yourself.
Right.
And this reminds me, you can always reintroduce yourself to somebody if you really want a relationship.
Oh, I love that, Jeannie.
That is beautiful. Let me see.
That's awesome.
Tam, what's yours?
Mine, actually, my husband gave it to me, and it was very thoughtful because he knows how much I'm obsessed with just British history. He got me this set of perfume. It's called Clive Christian, and it was started in 1999, and this perfumery actually bought out the Royal Crown perfume. So I actually can now wear Queen Victoria's perfume.
How cool is that?
Oh my God!
That's super thoughtful, and it's so you.
Yes, right?
Nobody else thinks it's a little stalkery?
No!
No, you know what's stalkery? What's stalkery, Jeannie? She doesn't know. I've been in her bedroom, and I put some of the perfume on.
Girl, does it smell good?
It's delightful.
Oh my God, it's out.
I could smell, because I'm 10% British, and when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God. And I was just,
My auntie perfume. When you hear the words You are not the father. Who do you think of?
Maury Povich.
You think of Maury Povich, exactly. Well, the veteran talk show host was recently asked about his infamous line and admitted that looking back, he wished he could have trademarked it. Maury said, people smarter than me do things like that. I don't know at the time I didn't know at the time it would become such a catchphrase for everybody. So ladies, what catchphrase of yours would you want to trademark? Because we're constantly talking
Here's mine. If you hit this twice, we go together.
No, you know what you could trademark also? That was a good one.
Like,
If you
I
hit
barely
this
finished my
twice,
coffee.
Oh my God. We go together on a t-shirt. I would
It's
buy
a morning show.
No. Well, the other thing that I think of for Lonnie is the tree monster thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was something you just said in the moment. Until this day, we'll be like, a tree monster.
If you a tree monster, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
that would be
a good one.
funny. What about you, Jeannie?
I would want, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna have to make some money off of it. So I love, just when I say hello to my friends or somebody cute, I'm like, hello, honey.
Yes. I would buy a coin purse that says...
I would buy a shirt.
Yes.
Honey, but how would you spell it?
So it would be, okay, first of all, it's hello and then HUNNNAAAAAAYY. But I would put it in a mirror. So when you wear something fly, you could press a button and it says, hello, honey.
That's funny.
You know?
I love it.
Or like you could put it in a speaker in the back of your car. So when you like change lanes and people are really nice and they let you ahead, it'll yell out, hello, honey. So nice.
I would totally buy that.
Thank you.
Let me see. Okay, so before there was Bye Felicia, you know, right? There was Go Home Roger from Sister Sister, right?
Yes.
We haven't done that. Right? Yes. And Go Home Roger basically means like whatever or leave me alone. So yeah, you would just be like,
We need to bring that back. Okay?
right? Go Home Roger. Whatever.
I love that. I definitely said
We should
that
start
growing up.
using it at the table.
I know.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Disney already used mine.
What?
It would be the quote I said in the very first Cheetah Girl movie.
What?
It's Cheetah-licious.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the one that said it.
Wait, is that what
Very
was
first
you?
Cheetah Girl movie. My mom, I'm with her in the bathroom. You're a Cheetah Girl fan, you know it's in the first movie, and I'm the one that says, it's Cheetah-licious.
No
like
way.
That. Cheetah-licious.
So it means that that's like awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
but
wow.
from this show, I'm not gonna lie, we even made an entire segment on it, which
Absolutely.
was absolutely or absolutely not.
Yes.
Oh, but
I don't know why I say it so
just think
emphatic.
about it. We could put all of our sayings together in a sentence. So
my
we
God.
start with, hello, honey.
Yes.
Go home, Roger.
Because you are
If you
a
hit
tree
this
monster.
twice,
You are absolutely not a tree monster.
Exactly.
Let's get right into some more girl chat. I love hearing that ring because that means it's time for the Reels Hotline Bling. Oh my God! Hi. What's your name? Where you from?
Kelsey, I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Dallas.
Kelsey, so do you watch Girl Chat? Are you with us every morning?
Yes.
Oh, girl, we love you. Thank you so much. So I want to know, who's the first person you're going to call or text after you're done with Girl Chat?
I'm probably gonna text my friend Stacy.
Your mom.
Okay.
Hey, Stacey.
Hi, Stacy.
Hi,
How you
Stacey.
doing?
Well, I have to ask you, Kelsey, are you a big emoji user? Like when you're texting Stacey, are you using tons of emojis?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're about to see just how good you are with emojis by giving you a chance to win something amazing.
Yes.
Tamara has 2 paddles. Show them the 2 paddles. Okay, with an emoji on each, but she doesn't know which emoji. She hasn't seen them.
Yes.
She'll hold her paddle up. Then you have to make the emoji's expression with your face. Okay? Now, if you and Tamara sync up, then we'll be winning a prize not only for yourself, but the entire audience! All right. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
got this. Yes, I got
Tamara,
this, right?
hold up your first paddle.
Okay, first paddle.
What is it?
Oh, the emoji that is blinking one eye and sticking out its tongue.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Ready? Next one?
Okay, next one. You were good. Oh.
Oh, that's the rolling eye emoji. I use that all the time. That's the rolling eye emoji.
Those are some big eyes.
Wait.
Your eyes really look like the emoji. Can I see it one more time?
She killed it.
Oh my God.
It feels like you've done that quite a few times
you
in your
cannot
life.
get away with rolling your eyes. Everyone would notice.
Girl, you saw the past, man. You saw what you had for dinner as a 1-year-old.
Exactly.
It's that time of year where $100 extra bucks in our pockets could make all the difference.
That's right.
So let's get to the giving. It's the game where you bet on us and our celebrity knowledge to earn some cash money, honey. Game on. Let's ante up. Lonnie, tell our lovely audience how we play.
Thanks, Jeannie. Okay, people, you've seen it before. You know, I'm about to ask my gorgeous co-host a trivia question about celebrity pop culture. Every answer will be a number. If you are chosen to be the contestants, people, your job is to tell me whether you think the real answer is higher, lower, or spot on to the answer that the host gave. If you're right, you're going home $100 richer.
Okay.
Who's ready to play Annie up? Who's ready? First up, we have from the Netherlands is Marcella Une. Marcella. Girl, are you ready to do this?
Yes, I am.
Okay, the first question is for Tam.
Yes, Lonnie.
Here's your question.
Okay.
How old is Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
My boyfriend.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
you know? Fine.
He
I
looks
do,
so
but-
young.
I know.
But I am going to say he is 46.
46. Okay, Marcella, you just heard Tamara's answer. Help her out. You think it's higher? She said 46. Higher? Lower? Spot on? It's up to you to decide, Marcella.
Higher.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go with higher.
Girl.
Is she right? No! Dwayne is 45 years old, which means it's higher.
Higher.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, but you know what? It's lower. You get a real T-shirt.
You were good.
Take that to the Netherlands. All right, we're just getting started. Next, from Marietta, Georgia, is Fatima Phillips. Fatima, are you ready to bet on Jeannie?
Yes.
All right, Jeannie, here's your question.
Hey.
We're counting on you, girl.
Hey.
How many years have Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson been married? I love them.
I do.
Okay.
I love them so
How many
much.
years?
What you're gonna ask the divorced girl about marriage. Okay,
You know.
all right. I think 25 years.
Wow, 25 years. That's a long time, Fatima. Now, she said 25, but audience, what do you think? You think higher? Higher? It's up to you. You think she's higher, lower, or spot on?
Higher?
Yes.
You earned yourself $100. There you go. The answer was 29 years. They've been married since May of 1988. That's a long time. 1988. To put up with a man. I can't put up with a man for 2 minutes. All right.
Tell me.
Our last contestant is from Los Angeles, California. It's Brianna Brown. Brianna. Hey, girl. How are you? Are you ready to go on and get this for Christmas?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, the last question is going to Adrian. Adrian, here's your question. What was Kevin Hart's official time for the 2017 New York City Marathon last month? His official running time.
What? Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Guys,
Take a guess.
pardon my ignorance. I have no clue of how long these things take, so this is probably gonna sound so bogus, but here it goes anyway. I'm going to say 6 hours. No, that has to be longer, right? 6 hours.
Okay, she said 6 hours, and you saying lower.
That sounds like a really long time.
I know. I mean, and he's been doing a marathon. You know
He's been
what?
working out training.
Is she right? Lower. You're right. Okay, the last just went on ahead because it's the holidays, and I gave Marcella the $100. So
Everyone's a winner.
That's what we do. You know, I won't eat for a week. It's fine. I can do it. Our next guest is a great actor who has played some dark characters, including a drug dealer in Weeds and a mysterious and sometimes scary Huck in Scandal. I love him. Now he's taking on new roles as a serial killer in Ivy Channel's Dating Game Killer. Please welcome the always charming Guillermo Diaz.
You.
Yeah.
We
I'm
love
obsessed with you guys.
so much. He really is. I love this guy.
Guillermo.
First things first, thank you so much for bringing us a toy for our Toy for Tots drive. That's awesome of you. Now, we all love Scandal, and the holidays are right around the corner, but I've heard that you give some pretty interesting holiday gifts for your castmates over the years you have. So what are some of the gifts you've given them?
I do. Well, Halloween is like one of my favorite holidays. And so I give a gift every Halloween. So one of the Halloweens, I gave a bat in formaldehyde in a little jar with a light that you could, put on your... Yeah, a real bat.
But he gives gifts for Halloween. That's awesome.
To the whole cast.
That's actually dope.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's from a store called Necromance, where they sell all that really cool stuff.
I love Necromance over on Melrose.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and one year I had an artist create... you know, when Michael Jackson turns into the werewolf in Thriller, I had him create that doll and gave that to all of them.
That's creative.
Yeah.
Great collector's item.
All right. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Guillermo, what was the most scandalous thing that has ever happened to you?
Well, the most scandalous thing I can't really say on television, but...
Okay.
The first thing that comes to mind is when I first started acting in New York City, there was an open call. There used to be a newspaper called Backstage.
Yes,
where you would buy and, they'd show auditions and you would show up or submit your picture, and there was an open call for a remake of a movie called I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
Okay.
And it was...
There's a werewolf theme here.
Yeah, werewolf, totally. But it was at Planet Hollywood, and I get there, and there's an auditorium filled with all the actors are sitting in the seats, and then there's a stage, and people are going up there. And for the audition, they gave you some sides, which is some lines that you read. And then after you read your lines, you had to turn into a werewolf. And so one by one, all these actors are turning into werewolves. And I was like, what the hell? I was like number, 50 or whatever. And just that whole anticipation of like, oh my God. Like everybody's doing the same thing. Like, what else can I do?
Oh, what you do?
I know, right?
Well, another role that you're taking on is the role of America's most prolific serial killer, Rodney Alcala, who's appeared on the episode of The Dating Game. Now, did you know about him and what he did before he took the role? Yeah,
no. Oddly enough, I hadn't heard anything about this guy. He turned out to be one of the most prolific serial killers in America. And he was already a convicted rapist and a registered sex offender, and he was chosen as a contestant for The Dating Game back in the 70s.
And he killed you guys over 130
people that they know of. Oh. Yeah, right before we started shooting the film, a few months before, they found the remains of a woman, and they traced it back to him. Wow. He's on death row right now here in California. But he was on The Dating Game, and he won. The Bachelorette chose him.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. And you could actually, on YouTube, you could see the episode and see the footage.
This happened in real life.
And this guy is still alive. And so I play him from his 20s to his 60s to his, mid-60s.
Wow.